Hello, hi, good afternoon, everyone. And we are going to have Hall of Fame interview today with Santam, and he is part of my program, Rethink Career Hub. And first of all, let me start with this. A huge loud of applaud and congratulations to Santam, who has got a very good breakthrough, and he got a job in TCS. So let us hear it out from him. He's part of my program, Rethink Career Hub, and now he has landed up with his dream job. So we will start with this. Santam, can you quickly introduce yourself, your brief
Sure, sir.
educational background and overall work experience? You can start from there.
Sure, sir. So, hi, sir. Hi, everyone. My name is Shantam Gupta. I'm basically from Gorakhpur, Uttar Pradesh. I am a BTech grad in the year 2019. I completed my BTech pursuing computer science, and further I joined a company called Iconma. Right after clearing my graduation, I joined a company named Iconma, where I've been working as a technical recruiter. So, which was a little bit not relevant from like what I studied in BTech. So I started to look something which was in my core field, and then after a year, I joined a company named CCS Global Tech, where I joined as an MSBI consultant. It is a Microsoft Business Intelligence consultant. I've been using their tools like SQL, Power BI, and SSIS with in integrated technologies on Azure Cloud. Apart from that, then I worked there as an MSBI consultant for an year and 2 months, and then further I switched to a company named iQvia. And there I joined as an associate consultant on a BI position. And in iQvia, they had their own BI products, which I have been handling, along with using SQL queries and creating dashboards using Power BI tool. And in that duration only, I came to know about the course with Manoj sir and Rethink Career Hub. And I needed to look and pursue my career into data science. I was very fascinated towards the data science field, and then I joined the course. And further, I have been carrying out the course, and I have been interviewing. As when I started to work with IQVIA, I was not finding the work to be very much relevant with my skills. I was not able to match my skills with the work that I was getting. So I started to look further, and I before getting a job, I resigned, and it brought a break into my resume, obviously. So because I got an early release, and in that duration of 2 months, I have been constantly using the course, and along with practicing my SQL codes, there are a lot of SQL queries that are present on the online websites. You can find that, and like I have been basically practicing those courses, and along with all, I was very much active on all the job portals, along with all my links that where I could use my direct references as well.
Excellent. Very well said. So, as you understand that he's pointing a very important aspect that he had joined the program Rethink Career Hub in data science. At the same time, while he was trying for a better job opportunity, he has got a short break there. Like normally we used to have 2 months or 3 months break, notice period, and after that person are released and then they get a job. But he got a very short notice onto this, and he got early release. And then like the situation becomes that you are out of job or you're in between job, so it is quite a tense moment, right? Within that period you need to like try hard and try all the options, and he has also tried all the possible options and all to get a job. So during this period, Santam, while you have released from the job, right, and then you have not a job in hand, so you are in a situation in between the job. So during that time, you are pursuing my course, Rethink Career Hub, data science program, and then you are going through various other opportunity options, online session and all. So what was your mindset? Like, was you disappointed, and what you keep you prompting that yes, you need to continue so that you can grab your dream job?
Sir, so basically what happened, according to my plan of action, I was thinking that I have to serve a notice period of 3 months.
Right,
So in that duration, I'll be able to get a new job. But when I resigned, I got an early release within 10 days. So I had 2 months like spare. And
right.
the course, the data science course was like running in parallel itself. So I had a little bit motivation from the course itself that yes, I have something to do at this point of time. I'm learning, and this will help me out to find some better job, along with like all the references that you have been providing, and like along with the positions that you have been providing me directly. So it was also very helpful because I was able to schedule some of the interviews where I could, where, like, I used it as practice as well. Apart from that, when I got the release and I did not had my office work, in that phase it was a stressful phase. I was losing a little bit confidence because it is not very certain that if you're applying to a position, the other company will call you.
Absolutely.
It is not very certain or fixed that if you applied, your resume will get shortlisted or something like that. So in the initial time when I was applying, it did not bring any kind of interviews or any reach outs to me in, like, for the initial at least 10 days I did not get. And after that, even if I started, because I had a little bit experience in technical recruiter as well, so I was getting jobs which was not very relevant for me. And because I already have worked for like 2.8 years, so I was very certain that if I am going to join some company, it should be this and the work should be this, because I needed to, like, pursue. I knew like where to, take my resume to. And along
Excellent.
with the counseling that you have been providing me into the data science field was also very much like running in the mind that yeah, this is where something I need to reach. That phase was very stressful. I lost little bit of confidence, but initial two interviews I got rejected.
Okay.
When I got two interviews, both the companies were in Bangalore. So one required a little bit more or technology. The requirement in the technology was a little bit higher. Like, I did not know SAS, and they required SAS. Otherwise, my round, all I cleared all the rounds, but in the end they required this SAS technology. So I did not got shortlisted. And then
Mhm.
the other company, there they required a 4 years person. So I was not able to perform very well in that interview. There were tricky questions,
Mhm.
obviously. So
Mhm.
for the two interviews, I got disappointed, very much disappointed, in fact. Like, I was not focusing on, okay, now I won't be able to do it or something like that. I got very aggressive. I started to apply, like, to apply on all the positions. I had a lot of time in that break, in that duration. Like, I was using 9 hours of shift before that, and then I had those 9 hours very free. So I started to apply the entire day on
Mhm.
all the job portals. So I found some new portals as well, like, which is
Okay.
not very famous in the market. I started to apply from there as well, and I got the call from those portals as well.
Mhm.
So from there, I got this TCS. I got to know, like, I have applied to Capgemini, TCS, Deutsche Bank. All the big companies were also like having positions. Like, it was the running hiring was on. So I applied and I got this call from TCS. But though when I got the call from TCS, I was not very sure that like, this is a sure interview process, because they took only one round, and after that they like released the results. So like the interview was basically like very much comprised on the things that you have been teaching, the basic SQL things, little bit questions were like Power BI also, and there were guestification questions, like couple of guestification questions. And like, when you are into data science or into data, with SQL
Sorry.
queries they ask, it was a lot based on, like, they used to give us a complete structure, and then in that structure I had to tell them. They used to give the query even, and then they used to ask the results. So those were the things which required a lot of practice. In the initial two interviews, I was rejected. Like, one was like, I did not do well in that because I was not able to understand the query even.
Sorry.
So it required a lot of practice, of course, and the course was very much helpful, because you were constantly in touch and telling me like how to crack the interview, how to do the negotiation part, and also how to apply on the portals. So that was very helpful for me. Whenever I was losing the confidence, it was like the weekly classes were much enough to boost up the things. That there's something positive that I am running with right now.
That's wonderful to note, Shantam. That's great. And again, for all the audience, see, Shantam has pointed out a very important aspect. One is like, again, during the break period, like many of you would be in a very similar situation where you have taken a career break, or like you have been uh, get early release from the project or you, from the company, and then you're in quite a stressful situation that how can you land up in a job. So very stressful situation. But do not lose your cool and calm. You see a live example you have, Shantam, after a consistent effort, and again of course a thorough good guidance from RCH, from me, he was very much motivated and continued his journey, and finally after good practice and all, he was able to crack the job. So here the only thing is, do not quit, keep the momentum on and just be consistent. You should be able to land up in a very good job and very good opportunity already there. It is just a matter of time. So be consistent, do not lose hope, and see like the example that how he was able to get such a great job. And like again after like stressing out all the things and just cool minded, he just focus on his single thought process that how he can crack the job and get a very good opportunity out there. So many of the audience, right? Many of the people, they are always looking for Shantam that what is your current CTC like before the break, before you were relieved from from your company, and when you joined the new company. So what is your new CTC? So can you just give like
So
the
when the negotiation round was going on, they told me because I have a break, so it
Hmm,
would not lead to a very huge hike. There is
correct.
always a certain criteria, but
Hmm,
still they gave me 20% hike. 30% is the basic, but they give me 20% hike. Earlier I have been making 8.5, and
hmm.
now I'm making 10.5 in TCS.
Right. So it is just a very moderate hike, like around 20-30% hike. But the good part is that now, since he has landed up in a very good job, and the best part is like the way that he liked where he wanted to be, he has got that type of job. So now this is paving him way. Like there is a way that would be opened up for him to apply for much better opportunity. And again, in the next round, if you see like my next round of interview with Santa, I am 100% sure that now with say with this salary of say 10.5 and all, he will be able to easily get at least 20 LPA job in the next round, because his search would continue, and Rethink Career Hub is there to support him. I am there to support him. The idea is that like with just like say 3 years of experience right now he is now able to get 10 LPA job, and with this and his sheer determination will bring it to the next level where at least he should be targeting now next 15 to 20 LPA job. See, it is not just a matter of money. Always think this, that company will not give you money only because you have done the data science or you have done some graduation and all. They will give money or the salary only when they see the value that you bring on the organization. So the value that you bring in, they will compensate this thing with the right study. So my thing is that you should not be underpaid in a situation. And once you have the right salary at the right moment, like say with 3 years or 4 years experience, if you are getting this type of salary like say 15 or 20 LPA, it is a very good so that once you go to the next level and all, your salary would always be standard, like industry standard. Otherwise, the problem is that people are highly in underpaid situation with say 15 years or 20 years of experience also. People are hardly getting 8 lakhs, 10 lakhs, 12 lakhs and all. So that is like highly underpaid situation. So if you start with the right foot, right salary structure, right like in the right organization with right skills and with right like the designation, your movement to the next level is very high, and you will be able to grab and go on the corporate radar on a faster note. So that is nutshell was a very good live example you have from Santam. So one other thing, Santam, like now you have spent quite a good amount of time. You have completed my term one program of CDF, and now you are part of the term two where you are learning the machine learning and advanced machine learning part of this. So how was your overall experience with Rethink Career Hub, and what would be your recommendation to the candidate there?
Sir, the way the course is planned is amazing. Like there is no like loopholes, I would say. Nobody can find the loopholes because the course guides you from the basic study materials with video lectures and along with finding the job. So one person is leading you to the final step. So one person is helping you out to find the complete job. So I have been like experiencing a very good like see the so about the course, I'll say yeah, about the projects. Okay, yeah, I was forgetting about this. The projects will play a major role. The projects you have been helping us or helping me to create the project. I have like created one project and I have explained it to the team as well. Because if you have a gap in that duration, if you have a gap in the resume and you have a complete project built by your own, you have a lot to explain in the interview. So that will play a major role, and which one can obtain from this course only, which I think, because it requires a lot of guidance and a lot of personal time to invest, and then only one can create a project which is completely like functional.
Excellent. Perfect. Very nice. Very well articulated, Shantam. And what would be your recommendation to those who are thinking of joining the program and right now on the fence? So what would be your recommendation to them?
Go for it. I think it will boost the confidence, it will boost the career, and it will boost the knowledge as well. So it is a good to go course.
Excellent, perfect. So very well said onto this part, and the way Santam has explained this thing. See, one important aspect is while you are doing the project work, and this is what you need to explain this thing in front of your potential employer or a recruiter or talent acquisition manager. So the project that you do in the program in the Think Career Hub, the project that we do, you have complete step-by-step process there, and at the same time, like once you complete the project, you need to present this thing to the entire team, to the entire classes together. So that way it not only helps you to present this, your presentation skill, your communication skill, your articulation skill, everything keeps improving. In the same way, you are going to articulate this thing in front of your potential employer. So that way your articulation, your confidence, the way you are able to answer the questions that is asked in the interview, that all will go like anything. So it will be so smooth ride that you will say that you are in the part of the class itself and you have just cracked your interview, and finally you have landed up with a great job. So that was very inspiring interview from Shantam, and you have all got a very good insight from him. So the key takeaway here is as you understand that there is a gap, career gap, and with this, even though it is a 2 months, but it counts, and once you land in a very good job, right, that time it is quite important that you have a very fixed standard mindset, and do not get diluted onto this. Always have this firm belief that yes, you can do it. Just be consistent and understand that what is the industry requirement, what is the industry need is there, and be focused on that. Do not lose any heart, okay? Do not quit. You will be finally landing up in a much better job opportunity and all. Just get the right mentor, right guide, okay, and get to your GPS, set your GPS to get to your destination on a faster note. That is my suggestion and my recommendation as well. And I wish a great career ahead for Shantam, and wish you many new opportunities also. And congratulations to this great success and great height, Shantam. Thank you very much for your time.